waves hello to Batman.
Hello, how are you?
Get away from him, Crane.
And give my best method of keeping both you and the police away from me. Please, Batman, don't insult my intelligence.
Why are you keeping the police away, Scarecrow? What are you hiding?
You'll know when the time is right.
You'll tell me now! What are the weapons for?
Scarecrow ponders for a moment, and then he smiles.
You're the detective. You figure it out. And while you're at it, here's another one. When a man averaging at about 245 pounds is thrown off a building 38 stories high, how many seconds will last before this man hits the pavement below?
Scarecrow holds up his fear gas skull and sprays another dose in Mayor Kroll's face.
So many things in my face!
Turn your test papers over, class. You may begin.
Scarecrow gives Mayor Kroll a light shove, then runs away from him. Mayor Kroll looks down and clutches at the roof.
Mayor Kroll, don't move!
I'm getting higher, I'm slipping. Oh my god, I'm going to die.
Batman walks up to Mayor Kroll.
You're not going to fall, Mayor. You have to fight the fear. Reach out to me, now!
I can't move.
You won't
Please don't.
die if you reach out to me.
Mayor Kroll moves his right arm to reach out for Batman, but his left hand grip slips.
Help me, please.
Mayor Kroll slips over the edge and falls off the roof of the building. Batman leaps off the roof to catch him. Exterior, building night. Mayor Kroll screams as he falls. Batman is right behind him, straightening out his body to increase his speed. Batman points his right arm towards the rooftop and fires a line of his spear gun. The line flies higher and higher to the rooftop. Batman and Mayor Kroll get closer and closer to the pavement.
There's pavement!
Batman reaches Mayor Kroll and grabs his leg. The line connects to the rooftop and grabs hold of it. Batman and Mayor Kroll jerk upwards as the grappling hook stops their fall short. Mayor Kroll is still looking down and screaming. He is no longer falling, but he is less than 15 feet from the ground below. Batman reaches down and connects the spear gun to his belt. He then grabs onto Mayor Kroll with both hands to keep him from moving. Batman reaches down to his spear gun and flips a switch on it. The two of them are slowly lowered to the ground. Exterior, surplus store, night. Police cars pull up outside the surplus store. Gordon gets out of the car and looks over at Batman and Mayor Kroll. A worried look is on his face. Gordon runs over to Batman and Mayor Kroll. Mayor Kroll is shaking heavily. Tears are rolling down his cheeks and sweat is pouring off of his brow. His eyes are widening.
Oh my god, Mayor Kroll.
He'll be all right, Jim. He's just gotten too many doses of fear gas.
You didn't let me die. You say you didn't let me die.
Tell your men not to open fire on the Scarecrows. They're just kids.
Kids?
College students. They were hypnotized.
College students. Gotham University. Just filled a report of missing students.
And Jonathan Crane just recently resumed his teaching job at Gotham University.
Now all that's left is the ammo.
Batman looks behind him to see Harley Quinn cartwheeling out of sight into the alley.
We're about to find out.
Batman gets up and races towards the alley. Gordon looks down at Mayor Kroll.
He didn't let me die. He didn't give up. That man saved my life. That Batman saved my life.
Exterior, alley, night. Batman turns a corner into an alley. He looks around for Harley, finds nothing. He turns to leave the alley.
Hey!
Batman hears the voice from behind him and turns around again. Harley is standing in front of him. She lashes out with a vicious strike to the face. Batman backs up. Harley lets loose another fierce array of kicks and punches. Batman blocks them all, not striking back for fear of hurting such a frail little girl. Harley connects with a kick to Batman's mouth. A bit of blood appears in the corner.
Come on, Bats! You're not afraid of little old me, are you?
Harley kicks Batman in the chest. Batman executes a leg sweep on her. Harley leaps in the air as he does this and flips over Batman. She tugs Batman's cape and tries to pull him down. Batman reaches around and grabs Harley by the neck, then flips her over his shoulder. She responds with a kick to Batman's face while she's on her back. Harley gets herself up and continues her assault on Batman, not letting up for a moment.
I didn't think you'd be this slow. Maybe it's all that armor you wear.
Batman starts fighting back, blocking Harley's moves and trying to get her off her feet. Unfortunately, she keeps flipping over him and out of his range, and he is the one left off balance. Finally, Harley wraps her legs around Batman's neck in a scissor move.
Do it.
Finally, Harley wraps her legs around Batman's neck in a scissor move.
It ain't not TV!
Then pulls him to his knees. Once he's there, Harley releases the hold and kicks him in the head again. This shot knocks Batman to the ground.
Who are you?
My name's Harley Quinn.
Okay, Harley Quinn. What did I do to you in a previous life that hurt you?
Harley, in anger, slams her foot in Batman's chest. The armor shields the full force of the blow, but Batman still feels it.
If it weren't for you, the man I love would still be here. You killed him. Who? The Joker.
Harley brings her foot again to step on Batman's chest. This time, Batman rolls out of the way and gets to his feet.
The Joker? That was 10 years ago. You wouldn't have been more than a teenager.
Shut up!
Harley pulls out a revolver from inside her costume.
Harley, the Joker was a madman. Trust me on this one. He wasn't your type.
Harley moves closer to Batman, holding the gun.
Okay, maybe he was your type. But if he didn't die, he would have killed thousands of innocent people.
Small price to pay for letting a genius like him live. But you couldn't handle that. You took him away from me.
Harley cocks the pistol.
Get ready to meet your little bird friend in hell, you bastard!
No!
Harley turns away as Scarecrow walks over to her.
Get out of here!
You're not going according to plan!
To hell with the plan! To hell with you! I want him dead!
Fine, then kill him!
Harley turns back to shoot Batman, but Batman is no longer there. She turns back to Scarecrow,
You
pointing her gun
son
at
of
him.
a bitch! You couldn't let me kill him!
I have my reasons, which I've already stated to you constantly, and you still don't disobey me!
Scarecrow walks closer to Harley. Harley prepares to fire.
Don't come any closer.
Do you really need the gun?
Harley reaches for the gun and slowly takes... Scarecrow reaches for the gun and slowly takes it out of Harley's hand. Suddenly, Scarecrow lashes out with a right hook that knocks Harley out cold. Harley drops to the ground. Scarecrow flexes his fingers, then picks up Harley and puts her over his shoulder.
Oh, shit.
Exterior surplus store, night. The police are doing their best to keep the Scarecrows down. Unfortunately for them, the Scarecrows keep getting up. One of the Scarecrows reaches for one of the officers. Suddenly, Batman drops down between the Scarecrow and the officer and knocks the Scarecrow to the ground. Then Batman uses his spear gun to tie up the Scarecrow. The Scarecrows stop whatever they're doing. Each of them reaches into their pockets as one, and each of them pulls out a smoke ball. They're all the size of golf balls. The smoke balls are thrown at the ground, and the smoke inside them is released. A cloud of smoke rises from the combination of the balls. Jesus. It's so thick that it's impairing the officer's sight. After a few moments, the cloud of smoke subsides, and the Scarecrows are gone, as well as his truck of weapons. The officers look around in frustration, trying to find at least one Scarecrow, but there's nothing.
Damn it! We had them all! How the hell did they get away?
Batman walks over to Gordon. He is holding onto the Scarecrow he tied up. They have one of them.
Maybe this one can help you.
Interior surplus store. Batman looks inside the store to find a large amount of weaponry is gone. Duh. Also, the Scarecrows Batman tied up earlier are gone. Duh. Exterior surplus store, night. Batman exits the surplus store and walks towards the Batmobile. Gordon notices Batman leaving and looks in his direction.
Where are you going?
Interior interrogation room. Gordon and McCarthy are standing over the Scarecrow in the interrogation room. McCarthy reaches over and pulls the mask off of the Scarecrow. The student has a young face, looking like no more than a college freshman. The student has a hypnotized look on his face. Gordon waves his hand in front of the student's face. There is no response from the student.
How are we supposed to get any answer from this kid?
Exterior, Stirk's hideout, night. The Scarecrows are currently emptying the truck. Interior, Stirk's hideout. Harley Quinn is laying in a bed, still unconscious. Scarecrow is sitting in a chair, wearing a virtual reality helmet on his head. He reaches for something in front of him. In the virtual reality Scarecrow is seeing, there is a big orange ball in front of him. His hand as a virtual reality grabs the orange ball and squeezes. What the fuck? After a moment, the light is completely gone from the ball. Interior, interrogation room. The student starts going into spasms. His eyes roll in the back of his head. His body stiffens completely. Gordon and McCarthy back away from the student. After a few moments of spasms, the student finally relaxes and sinks limply into the chair. His arms drop to his side. His head leans to the right of his shoulder. A line of saliva drips from the corner of the student's mouth. The boy has been lobotomized. McCarthy gets nauseous,
Puke.
then runs out of the room. Gordon stands there, stunned for a moment, then looks out into the hallway.
We need a doctor here now!
The student's spasms are the only movements he's making. Exterior, Gotham City, night. Batman is driving to the Batmobile down the street.
Alfred,
Yes, sir.
any luck finding him?
Unfortunately not, sir. I'm about to expand my search to Crime Alley.
No need. I'll stop by on my way back.
Back, sir?
There's only one man I can think of who can tell me what Scarecrow plans to do with those weapons, and I'm on my way to pay him a visit.
Sir, may I be so bold to ask what you plan to do with Master Dick once you locate him?
Batman thinks for a moment. When he speaks, he's using the voice of Bruce Wayne.
I don't know,
Why did you tell Commissioner Gordon that Robin was dead?
because I didn't want to put an innocent person in harm's way.
Robin is not an innocent person. He is a fighter of crime just like you.
Dick Grayson isn't innocent.
Is it Bruce Wayne? Or is it Batman who's driving that car, Savvy?
Short pause. Batman is about to answer, but stops himself.
I'll stop in Crime Alley to see if he's there. In the meantime, keep an eye out for him.
Batman switches off his communicator and drives on. Exterior, Arkham Asylum, night. The Batmobile drives up in front of the asylum. Batman steps out of the Batmobile and stands at the entrance, looking up at the building. He stands there for a moment, then enters. Interior, hallway, outside cells. Dr. Burton is leading Batman down the hallway.
He's been absolutely quiet ever since he came here. It's almost as if he's waiting for something.
He is. I just need to find out what.
His cell is at the end of the hallway. To the right, this way.
Dr. Burton leads Batman down to the last cell on the right. Batman looks inside the cell.
I want to go inside.
Are you sure?
Batman gives him a look as if to say, yes, I'm sure.
Okay then.
Dr. Burton unlocks the cell door and Batman slowly walks inside.
Just ring the bell beside his bed and I'll be ready to open the door for you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Dr. Burton shuts and locks the cell door. Interior, Stirk's cell. Batman stands in the front of the door. Cornelius Stirk is sitting on his bed, looking away from Batman.
Stirk.
Stirk doesn't look up at Batman when he speaks.
I'd like to speak to you for a moment.
By all means, have a seat. I'm sorry I haven't been able to fix this place up.
Stirk raises his arms to show he's bound in a straitjacket.
They don't let you do very much cleaning around here.
You know why I'm here, Stirk. I want you to tell me what Scarecrow intends to do with those weapons.
Stirk slowly looks in Batman's direction. He smiles wickedly.
Now, why should I tell you, of all people? Why should I ultimately help the one who put me here?
Tell me what his plan is.
And if I don't, what are you gonna do? Let your little partner loose on me?
Batman's fists clench.
Oh, that's right, I forgot. He flew south for the winter, didn't he? Gee, don't you hate when birds do that? Now, I don't...
Batman punches Stirk in the face. Stirk shakes his head and spits a tooth at Batman.
Keep it. It was falling out anyway.
Tell me what I need to know, Stirk. I haven't seen any rescue missions from Scarecrow to get you out of here.
That's because he hasn't done it yet.
How come you know he'll do it at all?
Oh, don't worry about that. Besides, you got your own problems to worry about now. Don't you, Batman?
What are you talking about?
You think Scarecrow is the only one who knows what your biggest fears are?
Stirk begins to transform himself into the image of Robin. Robin is now bound in the straitjacket. He looks up at Batman with cold, dead eyes. Blood begins to leak from the corner of his mouth.
According to you, Batman, this child you see before you is an innocent life. And now this innocent child has been struck down because you put him in this harm's way.
Robin smiles and transforms back into Stirk.
I didn't come here so you could dissect me, Stirk. I came for answers.
Stirk smiles and licks his lips.
I don't know why you came. I know why you came. I know why you came. This section is a bonus and no extra charge.
No more of this, Stirk. Tell me.
You know, for a detective, you're very slow, Batman. The trick is to know your opponent's obsession.